Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go do this now.
Yeah. Since we're so pressed for time.
Yeah.
Well, the last episode we'd attempted to do one more run at the Raffles, but it just didn't really go well. So
Right. So I guess we'll do that now.
yeah, repeat.
Yay. I'm drinking Pepsi out of a king can.
Cause you're a king.
Because I'm a king. It's like a fucking tall boy of Pepsi.
Yeah.
And at the top, there's a white strip with blue lettering. And it says King Can on it. It's pretty good stuff.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna sell this garbage. And you know what else I'm gonna do?
What?
Go sell one of those whetstones.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna save. Look at this. Look at me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill the Rathalos this time.
We'd the other option was the unlimited stamina things.
We tried making those with the bitter bugs and it didn't go well.
Yeah, and both of them turned out to be garbage. So
what
it resolved
was
to
the
not. It took a really long time to get the bitter bugs, and
Yeah.
then we got 2 of them, which isn't even what we wanted, and then we tried crafting them and both turned into garbage.
what was the success rate on those?
I don't fucking know, because neither of them succeeded.
Oh,
I'll double check. I think it changes from game to game, but
it was
I think it's
95%.
Yeah,
I think it's like 75.
sounds about right. Anyway, I'm gonna go in here and try to kill the Rathalos. It's probably not gonna happen. You guys know the drill.
Yeah.
With me and the Rathalos.
It's like it's like an asymptote. You know, you get a little closer to zero, but you never quite get there.
That's a hot reference.
Yeah.
Hot ref.
Math ref. Algebra 2 ref. Pre-calc. Whatever.
Remind me to come back and get those flash bombs. Like, if I die, remind me to get them out of the box.
I
'Cause you
think
have- yeah.
so. If it is the same percentage as Freedom Unite and Monster Hunter Freedom 2, it is 75%.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know how big my Monster Hunter folder was before I cleared out, like, the temp files? My folder of Monster Hunter recording? 457 gigabytes.
Jeez.
That last video we recorded that was like 4 hours long is a
Yeah.
36 gigabyte video.
That's like half my hard drive. Probably half your hard drive.
No. No, I can say with confidence it is not half my hard drive.
Probably. Certainly a proportion of your hard drive.
As most things are, I suppose.
Literally anything.
Certainly exists. It certainly is data.
Mm-hmm.
That's still pretty satisfying.
Yeah, I guess.
What to do?
Ugh. That shouldn't have hit me.
Make sure you
Sure.
paintball it.
Yeah, I know. I know where it goes at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
Whoop.
So that was something I was going to suggest. If we get him in the loop in 5, maybe try cutting off his tail this run.
Sure, as long as I'm not dizzy, I can do that for you. I guess at the point I cut off its tail, there really is no danger associated with me getting in there and using the flash bomb and trying to cut it.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to see is how they handle the tail being cut off in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Is if like it just doesn't hurt you, or if the hitbox is like much smaller on that attack.
Oh. Well, at the point the hitbox is just smaller, it does not sound worth it at all to me.
Yeah, and there's
That's
an extent to which, like, I feel like Evan has been getting hit when he's like near the front of the tail, like near the stomach.
Yeah, that's
So,
the thing, is if it's
Yeah.
just that the hitbox is smaller, my problem isn't so much that I'm getting hit by it when I'm on the outside of the tail as much as it is me getting hit by it while I'm in its stomach, mucking shit up.
Right.
So, we'll see how it goes, but I might not want to make that a priority, basically, is what I'm saying.
right.
Right, that's why I was suggesting maybe just do it now, because I'm not sure if it...
Right,
Which
I'm
way
saying I don't know that I want to make that a priority right now. That's what I'm trying to...
Okay.
Because seeing as we only have time to attack this once, I would like to treat it as though there is some possibility of me being able to kill it.
Yeah.
And sort of go all out with it. But who
Then
knows?
we can go back to the drawing board if that doesn't work.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. You get to draw stuff on the drawing board.
Mm-hmm. Great. One of those times where it just decides to not work. Okay. Good stuff. Dizzy. All excellent, excellent stuff.
The base of his tail can still hit you, so...
Yeah, that's not worth it at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
I played like 5 more games of Dota after we finished last night, Evan.
That's surprising, seeing as you kind of sucked total ass in that one we did play.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, look,
No, I did.
we
I was
won.
off.
He sucked total ass. That's not
Yeah.
his fault so much as it's
The skill level,
his
everyone.
inexperience.
That, and it didn't help that we were playing on low priority, so
Yeah,
my
'cause
hero
they
was
kicked
chosen
me into low
randomly.
priority again. Because I left like one fucking match. I'm not the person they should be punishing. I've played over 100 games. My abandon rate is at 4%. That's a negligible amount of abandons.
So I messed around with some other heroes, and I think I am falling on Death Prophet as the one I like to use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried playing Smite with you.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I did not have a very good time.
You should eat a well-done steak.
Oh yeah, you're right. A lot of the things about it that I thought I would not enjoy, I did
didn't
not,
enjoy.
I did not enjoy.
Yeah.
Mainly, while I was playing it, I was just like, this is a MOBA, and I like MOBAs. But literally everything that distinguishes this game from Dota is worse than Dota. So why am I playing it? I guess it's on an Xbox, and that's kind of neat. But beyond that, didn't really do much for me. I'm gonna cut this guy up.
Yeah. The sniper sucks when he's not on your team.
What, on Dota?
Yeah.
Yeah, sniper's great.
Yeah, the sniper's a top, 5.
Top tier.
Top
Yeah.
tier.
Yeah,
Triple S rank.
he ruins my day a lot.
Yeah, his ultimate is the best.
It's the worst.
Because it hits people when they think they've escaped.
Yeah.
So you'll run
Yeah, it
away and
does.
you're like, oh, thank God I'm not dead. And then that bolt just comes out of nowhere and fucking kills you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of the worst.
And it's awesome.
I have when I was playing League of Legends, I mained someone that mainly did. They also had an ultimate like that, but people could block it, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound...
But there were times where the guy I was shooting at was he got health or something, and then someone else would walk into the shot, and then they'd die. It was pretty satisfying.
Should I put a trap down?
It's up to you.
That's not what I like to hear.
Yes, you should. Because you know where he lands, or about where.
Yeah.
And it worked the one time.
I don't say that to be like glib about it or anything. It's just whatever you feel most comfortable doing in the fight is.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of get it, but...
Hey, that somehow got him. Now we're in business.
That's why I don't try to hit him in the head. Oh my god. Not what I need right now. Okay. Time to get out.
Whew.
Whew!
Whew.
Whew!
That was close. That was a close one.
Yeah, I know. Really living on the seat of
Edge.
my pants. Edge of my seat. Pants.
Edge of your
Edge.
pants? I've been listening to you talking to me recently.
Oh, you're
Got to-
listening to a podcast?
Yeah, I got to a part where Scott said, if you eat poop, what does your poop look like? And that's when I knew I was in love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
clearly.
yeah.
Sit back down. You motherfucker. Come on.
Nope, he's going to 4.
Oh. So angry. I would be like 15% less angry if there weren't any fucking, like, little enemies in these boss fights.
Yeah.
Don't know how anybody could think that's fun.
Crowd control.
One of the strengths of Monster Hunter's combat, crowd control. Okay. Sure. Why not? Oh.
Obviously a very small thing in the list of issues with Monster Hunter, but if there was like an easier way to navigate the menus or something, that'd be wonderful. Or like a hotkey or something.
Yeah.
For the potions. Barely even registers,
Yes,
obviously.
but that would be cool, I guess.
Is there something like that, Ryan? And
Not that I use, at least. I don't really mess around with the, like, second screen settings on the newer ones too much.
oh,
I just kind of
What?
stick with this.
why'd you get it? Why'd you get a Wii U then? The Wii U's got that amazing second screen experience.
I bet the map is on the second screen.
You could put it on the second screen. I usually keep it up top.
That's your loss.
So Ryan, can you explain to me what they are doing with Monster Hunter Cross? Because when I looked at gameplay of that, I I like genuinely didn't know like how it was different.
It seems like they're doing more of like an action focusy kind of thing to it.
Yeah.
Um, like there's special moves for all weapons and stuff now, and like you could build up a special meter, and I honestly don't know because they've showed so little of it, and
Yeah.
like they haven't even announced a Western release or anything. So
Oh, okay.
like yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's very much like the only gameplay they've really shown has been on a Japanese variety show.
Pretty good. That's what I like to hear.
But Japanese game variety shows.
Yes. All right.
I used to watch Japanese game shows, like clips that are on YouTube. They seem pretty good.
Takeshi's Castle.
Oh God, is that one where that might not be what I was thinking of, but there was definitely like a prank show or something where they just like put like 4 dudes in these like weird locations, and then if they laughed, and they would like spank them, and it was it was pretty fascinating and like 6 hours long.
Yeah, Takeshi's Castle is the like the MXC was what it was called in America, with the American dub.
Yeah.
It was like Wipeout before Wipeout was a thing.
Oh, were there like slides and stuff?
There was a bunch of different stuff. There was one with slides. My favorite was the one where they had 4 doors lined up,
Yeah.
and like 2 or 3 of the doors would be made out of paper, and one would be just straight wood. And
Yeah.
you would have to, like, there would be 4 rows of them, and you just had to run through whichever ones you think are paper.
That's a pretty good concept.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's like a lot of videos of people just plowing through 2 rows of the paper and then just jumping into a wooden wall.
Oh God. And then there's obviously that Tetris one. Tetris one's pretty good. Then they can go through a wall and they can't.
Neither of you reminded me to get the flash bombs. I just like you to know that you failed.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Continue your conversation.
I don't feel like it anymore.
You ruined it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Whatever I watched, like, where that was the concept, where just, like, 4 dudes would, like, be in some weird place, that pretty sadistic. Pretty sadistic stuff.
I'm gonna safe search off Google to try to find out the name of the show. 4 dudes in a weird place getting spanked.
Yeah. Well, I know one was like a hospital. So Japanese prank show hospital.
No, I'll just Google 4 dudes in a hospital getting spanked.
Okay, I'm sure that will turn up what you want.
We should probably make those items that give me infinite stamina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you can just run forever.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the main thing. I can have that mode on forever,
Yeah.
and then I can, like... This isn't gonna happen. And then I can, I don't have to worry about the amount of time it takes to switch it on and off.
Yeah.
And then I'd be truly perfect.
Then you would be the monster hunter.
I would be, finally. Okay. I guess he's in 5.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Not gonna lie.
Oh, might as well mention this if you haven't seen it. Evan, did you hear that Larry David apparently has like...
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, season 9 deal.
I'm not super interested.
Yeah.
But
I'll check it out.
sure, I'll watch it, I guess.
Yeah.
That last season was super terrible.
Oh
so-
yeah. Oh yeah. You would think with like a 5-year break, he might have pulled together something a little better.
Why would I think that?
I don't know. It seemed it just seemed like he was writing it at his own pace. When I don't know, he didn't seem into season 8.
I feel like you're reading.
I just want more good Kirby.
I feel like you are projecting things upon Larry David that you have no way of knowing.
That's absolutely what happened.
I watched the Seinfeld finale again before we started.
Seinfeld finale's good. Fuck
It's
the
really
haters.
good. I used to not like it.
Yeah,
but
it's really good.
it's really good.
I don't know where this guy is.
Seinfeld in general, pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good show.
Yep.
Pretty good show. Oh, who cares? I'm not gonna do it. But it's been 3 minutes running around looking for him. It's already over. I guess I have no actual sense of how long you can do this, Matthew. So
Yeah, until about 8. So, I mean, we could
Let's go get some bitter bugs.
yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I'll save. Who cares?
And I mean, if we're like running on the assumption that nobody's going to watch these, and like you've already recorded episodes where it's just you, then I mean, you guys could still, record. I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
I would say. I'm just saying that.
I think Evan wants you here for 2 reasons, in case he needs to mutiny again,
Right.
and also, if he beats him, you gotta be here.
Okay.
Yeah, it would seem unfair.
But if you guys want to do, certainly grinding, you could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your permission on that.
Yeah, I'm
I'm just saying.
Are there no swamp? No.
Don't let me stop you.
What quest did you take?
I'm just going in and then abandoning the quest.
Oh, okay.
Do you not know how this works? There's no swamp quest.
I didn't know if you were just gonna do Forested Hills.
No. No. I'm not gonna do that. Also, I forgot to buy a bug net.
Don't you have some?
I forgot to bring them.
There you go.
Fuck you.
What?
There you go. Semantically
There you
correct.
go.
There you go.
Well, I wouldn't want you to buy a bug net if you didn't need to. Right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Buy a bug net, or did you mean bring a bug? There you
No,
go.
I meant buy a bug net. I
Bring-
thought that would spiral off into you spending.
Bring a bug net.
Oh my god.
Precision in all things.
Evan, it's up under the meat.
The thing that looks like a bug net.
There you go.
I said what I meant to say.
There you go. Bring your bug net.
No.
Bring
because
it.
the fear was that you would buy a bug net because you'd forgotten you had bug nets.
There you go,
That's all.
Matthew. There you go.
The fear is all about bugs. Hornets mostly.
Yeah, that's true. Wait. Oh no, that's the sorrow.
Yep.
Never
You're
mind.
thinking of the fear? The fury.
No, I'm thinking of the pain.
the
I'm
pain.
Yeah, the pain is the bug guy. The fear is the
Is the predator guy.
astronaut or technic. Yeah.
No, that's
Nope,
the fury.
that's the fury.
The fear is the predator guy.
Oh.
Hey, Matthew.
I completely forgot about that guy. To be honest.
There you go.
There you go.
What?
There you go.
You got it.
You got it.
Okay.
Precision
Figured
in
it out.
language.
Sorry. Okay.
Precision
I'm
in
sorry.
all things.
I was
Where
wrong.
are the bug spots?
You passed one. It was next to that tree, and 2.
Thank you, Ryan.
It's like somewhere along that wall behind you.
What, over here or over here?
Oh, to the left.
Really make that as infuriatingly difficult to see as possible.
You can keep these flash bugs
I
and get
know. I remember.
Okay.
All I want is a motherfucking... What? I used that bug net once and it broke. Where do I go next?
1.
Those seem to have like a 5% chance, even.
Pretty rough.
Yeah.
I remember last episode when Ryan was like, "Oh, these things are common. It won't be that hard. We'll just go get some." Totes common, bro.
Yeah, they're like mosquitoes. You can't get rid of them. Yeah, we should just kill all the bugs that we find annoying. You know, let's just get rid of those. Let's reshape the Earth.
I thought it was over here. Behind the log. Oh, there it is. I don't want crickets. I'll settle for the flash bug. What are crickets even good for? Fishing?
Fishing.
God, can't even believe there's a fishing mechanic in this game.
What are the sort of items you could get from fishing?
Fish.
Oh, okay. But I mean, like, what do fish give you?
They all do different things. You can eat some of them. Some of them like count as whetstones. You can combine stuff with them.
Yeah, I always want to sharpen my blade on a good piece of salmon.
You know, some people put salmon on their bagels and cream cheese.
That's insane. Why would you touch, like, the bagel with
Like
fish?
a perfectly good bagel with gross shit like salmon and cream cheese.
Yeah, well...
Everybody knows you put...
Okay, I get.
Only things that go on a bagel are butter and salt.
That's never my... Salmon. Salmon, though.
A lot of people like it.
Just get bread. Why don't you just use bread? That's what sandwiches are for.
Because they like the way it interacts with the bagel taste and the cream cheese taste.
11 and 3 are
This is why I like the butter.
Hold on, what was that? Say that again.
11 and 3.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that I respect their subjective taste and don't respect yours.
I know. I've known that for so long.
Because salmon and cream cheese on a bagel, even if I don't personally like it, is a specific mix of flavors that is sort of culturally accepted.
I'm just honestly surprised because the idea of like dairy interacting with seafood in any way is like, that sounds like awful.
Well, smoked salmon is not. It's not like you're just putting milk on a fucking trout. Like it.
Right, I get it, but you know, I guess it just comes down to the fact that I don't like cream cheese. And so it's difficult for me to imagine people wanting to put different types of cheeses that I don't like on, like, something I rarely think about in connection with cheese, which would be fish.
That sounds like a real problem for you.
It's actually not. This is the only time it's ever...
I don't know, it sounds like you've thought about it for a long time.
I just thought about it right now. It was sort of in my subconscious. I just had to, you know, pull together the... my thoughts on it, but they were always there, lurking in the subconscious.
See, I don't very much like lox, is what they call it. Lox and cream cheese.
Lox?
That's the name for the smoked salmon.
Okay.
I don't like it very much, but I respect it.
Actually, yeah, I actually don't respect it, and if I see someone eating lox, then I will smack it out of their hand, and then like keep batting it away. If they try and pick it up, I'll just move it around my foot.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
I'm
sort of a... Some people are grammar police. I'm like a food police.
Right.
So people can only eat I talk about people's cereal with milk.
Are you eating something that's not a blueberry bagel with butter or dry cereal?
Oh, is that a chocolate chip bagel? Carry on.
God. Trying to make bagel into candy.
I really don't understand this connection with just things being sweet and candy.
A chocolate chip bagel.
Okay, obviously a chocolate chip bagel, but a blueberry bagel.
I think that
It's just fruit. Which
yes,
A blueberry bagel I would almost consider more candy than a chocolate chip.
Okay, first of all, that's insane. Second of all, in defense of my position, I think adding blueberries to things that are traditional breakfast items,
Yeah.
I would consider a bagel to be. I don't know about you. I would consider bagel to be not exclusively a breakfast item.
Certainly eaten around.
So it is
breakfast.
certainly an
Yeah.
aspect of the traditional American breakfast.
Yeah. But it can eat at all times.
And I think, well, yeah. See, that's the secret. You can eat any food whenever you want.
Well, I know. I've done that.
Don't buy the lies that Big Breakfast has been selling you. Anyway, I think the adding of blueberries to breakfast items are sort of exist within, yes, the candification of breakfast food. It all lumps back in with my objection to breakfast food, and specifically the American obsession with breakfast food and the American obsession with taking breakfast foods and justifying their desire to eat candy at breakfast by putting candy in breakfast foods. By, like, you know, sure, you got your omelets, but what about fucking blueberry pancakes with candy syrup?
Tastes good.
Yeah, I know it tastes good. It's fucking dessert is what it is. It is any savory aspect of the pancake is completely overwhelmed by the addition of blueberries or strawberries or chocolate chips plus syrup.
I guess when it's...
At which point it just becomes fucking fruit, candied fruit.
In my experience, when I, like, buy a blueberry bagel from, you know, like,
The
some
candy store.
popular place that sells bagels,
The candy store.
like Panera or something, the blueberries are not, like, overwhelming. I mean, they're there, but it's, yeah, I don't know. I just think candy is kind of a strong word.
I think it is a strong word.
I just think candy seems to imply that, like, devoid of nutritional content and is completely sweet.
I am not suggesting that it's devoid of nutritional content. I am suggesting that it is adding a sweet element to an item that I do not understand. I do not understand the desire to add a sweet element to that item beyond just wanting to add a sweet element to anything you eat at breakfast.
Evan, have you gone to 3 yet and done that there?
I don't know, but at this point...
Alright.
I don't want to root around in 3. That's the worst place to find those spots.
I thought it was just kind of everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Fine. If I can get away.
I would argue it's a compliment.
To what?
To the savoriness. So you got your sweet, you got your savory, and then you feel very satisfied. And
Right, but I don't need a sweet
need
element
anything.
in it. I don't need a sweet element in every meal, and what I'm saying is that in my subjective taste opinion, the idea of adding a sweet element to a bagel is unappetizing. I do not understand what that would add to the experience that would be preferable to me just eating a fucking bagel.
Sure, but I mean, I'm not always looking for.
It's like people who dunk their sausages in maple syrup.
Okay, that's weird.
What's weird about it?
It's the same fucking thing. Is people can't help themselves.
Okay, what if, like, you're having a plate of waffles with sausage on the side and, like, syrup goes...
If syrup gets on the sausages, then fine.
But you better not enjoy it.
If you're putting the syrup... I'm even comfortable in saying you can enjoy it. But if you're putting the syrup on the sausages deliberately, you are a testament to everything that's wrong with the consumerist culture of America.
That's a weird line to draw in the sand.
Yep.
I feel like you just have very strict ideas about food.
I have very strict ideas about breakfast.
Yeah.
I have a lot of problems with breakfast and how people treat breakfast. Because it's this conflation of, like, stuff that is just abjectly terrible for you to be eating.
Yeah.
With this idea that breakfast is sort of an inherently healthy experience. It's like essentially IHOP and shit and big breakfast conglomerates were able to sell the idea that like, well, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so you all need to come here and eat candy, which like is not how it works.
You're saying that the shit runs deep?
Yes. That is what I'm saying. Thank you.
Oh my god, it all leads back to the global financial meltdown of 2008.
Yep,
Big breakfast was the only one to profit.
now you're catching on. Yeah, I guess I just have very little patience for that. And I have very little patience for people who get super fucking holier than thou about breakfast and about how good breakfast is.
Sure.
Because, once again, you can eat food whenever you want.
Buy a bug net.
Thank you. I don't know why I went to the weapon craft guy instead of the bug net lady. Ugh. So little money. Never have enough money. Am I gonna use these power seeds?
No, I guess not.
Goodbye. So yeah, I think I've stated my case about breakfast. I don't think it's a wholly illogical case. If you want to say that, like, I'm more passionate about it than I should be, that's fair. I'm not going to argue that point, much in the same way that I wouldn't argue that point with the whole boneless chicken wings catastrophe.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a reasonable argument to make.
I don't know. I don't think adding things to bagels that are sweet necessarily like perverts bagels, I guess.
I'm not even talking about the bagel thing so much anymore. And it also
I mean I hear you.
It by definition perverts bagels.
Okay, sure. If adding things
it subverts
to like
it subverts
standard item. Huh?
It subverts bagels at the very least. It is a new twist on a bagel. Hence the fact that you seek to call them blueberry bagels and not just bagels.
Because I don't know, like I talk about donuts in that way. I would say I got like a cruller or whatever. Like that's just a type of donut, you know?
Right, it's a type of donut, and
It's
this
a
is a
type
type
bagel.
of bagel. It is a subversion of the normal bagel.
I mean, sure.
I don't understand
But-
what's hard for you to process. This isn't even me making
So-
like an argumentative point. This is just true.
I mean, yeah, but in that sense, like a bagel with cream cheese is a subversion of a regular.
Right, but I
It
would
just sounds like any flavor that isn't original
right.
flavor
What I'm
of any
what
particular food item.
what I'm arguing is that in the cultural significance of bagels, I think cream cheese is a part of it. I think specifically not requesting cream cheese on a bagel is a subversion of bagel. I think if somebody says, I want a bagel, then that tray is going to come to you with little things of cream cheese on it, because it is assumed that that is what you want, because that is the full package.
Right.
If when you say, I went to go get a blueberry bagel, if it were truly not a subversion of the bagel, surely you'd just say, I went to go get a bagel. Surely you wouldn't feel the need to distinguish it from the normal bagel.
I mean, I might just say bagel.
Right.
I might just say donut. I might just, I mean.
Right, but if you ordered a bagel at a restaurant and they brought you a fucking bagel with blueberries in it, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Right. I don't understand this point.
Yeah.
You were the one who brought up the point. You were saying you didn't think that a blueberry bagel was a subversion of a bagel. And I'm saying it definitionally is, because when somebody asks for a bagel, they don't mean blueberry bagel. They mean a fucking bagel. I don't understand what's hard to grasp about this point.
Okay. But it's just that you seem to present it in like a negative light.
No, you're projecting that onto me. I've drawn a line in the sand between that and this. I'm saying that this, in fact, as I said moments ago, is not an argumentative point.
Okay.
It is just.
No, yeah, I agree.
It is just a point I'm making that against your point that it's not a subversion, which I think is farcical. I think it's a farcical point to make. If you can say it in a restaurant and not be surprised when they deliver it to you, then it's probably not a subversion of that item. But if I said I want a bagel and they brought me a bagel with blueberries in it, even if I preferred that to the normal bagel, I'd be like, that's weird. Why didn't they say a blueberry bagel instead of a bagel?
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page.
Because there is a more... I gotcha.
And
unlike a donut, so that...
Right.
Okay, sure.
And, additionally, I think people would not have that same objection if you said, give me a bagel, and it came with cream cheese. That's the other part of this, which is that I do not think that is a subversion of the bagel, as you seem to be claiming it was.
I would object.
Well, yeah, you would object because you don't like cream cheese, but what I'm saying is that, culturally speaking, if you ask for a bagel, I do not think it is... I think it is a fair expectation that bagel... Like, if you ordered a bagel, would you just say, I want a bagel, or would you say, I want a bagel with no cream cheese?
I would say, I want a bagel. And then they might ask me, do you want cream cheese?
Yeah,
right.
I feel like that's more of the expectation when you're ordering a bagel, is they present the, would you like cream cheese?
Okay, so that's the same difference. It's still expected.
It's expected to be asked, but it's
not. Yeah, I guess it's...
They don't ask you if you want blueberries on it.
Right.
I guess it's sort of a similar situation of like, you know, if you ordered a burger at a restaurant, you would expect fries to be as a side. Right?
Sure.
In a similar sense, it's a addition to an item
that
has become like standard.
Yes.
Okay.
So much so that
I guess I don't view it quite. I feel like I've asked for bagels and then I won't always get cream cheese. Like, I don't know. But
right, I'm not.
It's certainly common.
To be clear,
common.
My points are. I don't think can be fairly refuted by saying this one time this thing happened where I didn't get cream cheese. I'm saying
anecdotal evidence
that in a broad cultural sense, cream cheese is linked to a bagel in a way that
I guess I'm just
blueberries aren't linked to bagels.
Okay, fair enough.
I think that would be hard to argue that point.
I mean, those are also two very different things, though, where blueberries aren't a topping to a bagel.
Right. But it's still, if you go to a restaurant and you ask for a bagel, first of all, they probably won't have blueberry bagels, which is a good indication that's a subversion of bagels.
I don't know what restaurant I'd be ordering a bagel at. I feel like the only places I've ordered bagels
If you go to a bakery that offers bagels, it's entirely possible that they will not have blueberry bagels. I'd say it's damn near impossible that they won't have cream cheese to go with a bagel.
Yeah, I agree with you. Even with that statement, like, I don't think they can even be compared as the same thing.
How so? They're two different... the reason I'm comparing them is because Matthew was insinuating that as the blueberry bagel is a subversion of the bagel, so is the bagel with cream cheese. And I'm
right, but Matthew has since backed off from that point.
I didn't realize he had.
Yeah.
Okay, well then what are you arguing about, Ryan?
I was arguing your statement that, like, a blueberry bagel is quantifiably the same, like the same gap from a bagel as cream cheese.
I mean, what's the distinction?
That you're changing something base about the bagel as opposed to
Right.
just having like a sided like thing that's put on top.
But why is that a meaningful distinction in variability, besides the fact that blueberry bagels are rarer than bagels with cream cheese? Like, it's still a thing you're doing to a bagel. Like, whether or not it's inside the bagel or on top of the bagel, I feel like it's pretty much...
Yeah, but like when you because it's such a subversion of a bagel,
Yes.
you're ordering. You have to say, I would like a blueberry bagel and specify that as
Yes.
opposed. Yeah.
Exactly, but you do not... And I'm saying that if you just order a bagel, they will not ask you if you want a blueberry bagel. They will ask you if you want that bagel with cream cheese, because people assume you want bagels with cream cheese.
Right.
That's
I think
what a
we're
bagel
arguing
is.
the same point here.
Okay, that's fine.
Love when that happens.
Look, if anybody else wants to step to me about this bagel thing, I'm happy to...
No, you're the Bagel King.
I'm not claiming I'm the bagel king.
Bagel King, all hail the Bagel King.
Listen, Matthew, you know as well as I do that when presented with evidence contrary to my bagel opinions, that's bagel opinions, but shortened.
Yeah.
I will change my tune.
Yeah, and I understand that, and I've changed mine
Mm-hmm.
just now.
And we've all walked away a little bit
And now
wiser.
I'm just a little salty, and so I'm gonna call you King Bagel.
And we've all walked away a little bit wiser as a result. Fucking blueberry bagels. Why would you do that to a bagel?
Oh my god. I feel like that was the sticking point of it all. You just don't like blueberry bagels.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the heart of the disagreement. And
if you get right down to it, I'm just upset you don't like a food that I like.
That's not at all what this is about.
No, I was saying that from my
from your perspective. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... Yeah, I think I've been pretty upfront about the part of this that's my subjective taste in thinking that adding blueberry flavoring to a bagel would not be particularly appetizing.
That's fine.
Not add much to a bagel.
Nah, it'd be great.
Just eat a blueberry muffin. A bread product that was designed for sweet treats to be added into it.
When they created the bagel, they said explicitly that nobody can add things to this bagel. You can't put stuff in this bagel.
It's one of the bagel commandments.
It's one of the 10 commandments of bagels.
Well, they
They
didn't
chiseled
say
it into a
that,
really
but
stale bagel.
they did imply it by not pushing the blueberry bagel as an American tradition.
Yeah, or the cinnamon bagel. That's some
True.
good stuff.
God, cinnamon bagel. Cinnamon in general, just get the fuck out.
It's like a sweet cinnamon thing.
I like
It's
a
like a candy
subdued
bagel.
cinnamon flavor,
Sure, a subdued, but I feel like whenever you get cinnamon anything, it's not subdued.
like Big Red.
Like if you, oh,
You got something against Big Red?
yeah, they're
It's the
gross.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like Big Red either. Don't worry.
The Fireball is just Big Red in liquor form, and it's kind of the worst thing on the planet.
Big
Oh,
red
that's
bagel.
actually like one of the few types of alcohol I've ever been like, oh, that's pretty good.
Big red
Really?
bagel.
Yeah, to be honest.
Would you eat a big red bagel?
No,
No.
no. I rarely.
I'll say
Yeah.
this: the big red bagel would be more of a subversion of the bagel concept than a blueberry
I
bagel.
agree. I absolutely agree.
Especially since it would have to be stylized as Big Red TM.
That
Yeah.
also being said, the blueberry bagel less of a subversion than the onion bagel or the poppy seed bagel. The
Why is
poppy
that?
seed bagel practically has practically joined forces with the plain bagel
Yeah.
in
no,
its
everything
control, in its
Yeah.
omnipresence.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I like onion bagels. I like poppy seed business. That's all good.
all about that everything bagel.
Yeah. You
My
get
problem with
onion
everything-
bagel and you put butter on it.
Oh my god. My problem with everything bagels is that they're too messy.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm eating them at home, like, it's a huge pain. Alright, well, that was barely productive. I guess we got 3 bitter bugs.
Yeah.
Who wants to try to make the thing?
Let's do it.
I do. Actually, let me save first.
Yeah, I feel like then we won't have to redo this.
Yeah.
Good call.
In closing, bagels are very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bagels without cream cheese.
Bagels
even
with
better.
cream cheese, very good.
Salted bagels. Give me some of that.
I still don't know what those are.
It's
Yeah, it's
bagel
bagels with
sea
fucking salt on them.
Yeah.
Not hard to figure out. Easy to figure out. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's the most subversive thing I've ever heard.
You should be shot.
That's more subversive than like Takashi Miike stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's just crazy.
What do I have to combine the flash bug with?
You need to make bomb materials,
Fuck
which
that.
is stone and sap plant.
I don't have any sap plant, do
I
I?
think you can buy it.
Yeah, but I don't have any money.
Yeah. Bitter bug you combine with honey.
Are you sure about that? Yes.
Honey's involved.
Actually, you are right about that. I remember now. Let's do it. Garbage.
Okay.
Catalyst.
Yeah.
Catalyst. Should we
And
just
then-
settle for that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's 6 minutes of infinite stamina. And then you combine the catalyst with a rare steak. So this might yield more garbage.
Garbage for everybody. Power juice.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Alright.
I'm not satisfied with that outcome.
Yeah, it's a third.
Thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for having this powwow about bagels. I feel like we really got to the bottom of a couple things.
No,
Always a pleasure.
no problem.
About us, the humans, and our relationship to them, the bagels. JRPG Historia Future Perfect deactivate.
Bagel, 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 bagel.